Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Two and now on first down. That'll be complete to Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Tua once again here on second and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On third down, a run from Breida. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On first down, here's Breida. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in that.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jonathan Taylor, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the.
It'll be a pickup of just 2. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And that'll set him back 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
A 58-yard attempt. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Browns 7, Dolphins 6.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he'll get it down here to the 43. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Browns defense stands tall. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the handoff, Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now we give to Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the pass.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. On the option, here's Tua. He gives it up. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Browns 9.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards.
From the gun, it's Tua. Man open left side, it's Williams. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts
Preston Williams.
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Miami.
Tua now on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. 1st and 10, Taylor now. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. They was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put them at the 40-yard line to start this drive. The give to Taylor, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's go, D.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Right here. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
First and 10. At the
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
22, Matt Breida.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check. Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll set up to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
And Tua going to keep on the option. He'll pitch it back.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, And Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
That one good for 37 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go, Steve, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Whip. Watch the whip.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now they run for him with Breida. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Dolphins first down.
Here's Tua. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with him for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Miami.
An option run with Tua. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd down, Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
And 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Tua going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
On first down, Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.